Hey y'all, this is a garden update. It is 8:45, July 25th. It's been about 2 weeks since I've been out here. I've already done pretty much all the weeding and stuff I'm going to do. So this is what our carrot patch turned into. There's some volunteer dill. They came from our neighbor, which I haven't pulled because I'm like, well, whatever. The surviving carrots are, you can kind of see them, because a lot of them got eaten by some sort of critter, unfortunately. And next year I'm just gonna do rows of carrots. I'm not gonna do a big hunk of carrots because rows are a little easier to deal with. This crazy looking stuff is our lettuce, which has gone to seed in the last 2 weeks, which it was kind of getting gross. It had a lot of slugs on it, so we didn't really have anything to pick, so we're just letting it go to seed. I might collect the seeds. I don't really know. I guess I might do some pulling in here, but I'm probably going to just leave the grass, to be honest. There are some beans. You can see they're flowering a bit, but the beans kind of got eaten up a little bit too. There's a really big leaf over there. It's like the size of my hand. Oh, I think there's actually a bean over there. So this is just grass now. It used to have the beets and the radishes, but there is actually one radish that I let go to seed. So if you've ever wondered what that looks like, the stem is very wide and it's got little purple flowers, it's got little white flowers. It's very interesting. So, and then in the remaining area of this plot, I've got some basil, which is going to flower, unfortunately, because I think Erin would have liked to use some before it went fully to flowers. So we'll see where it's at in a couple weeks, I guess. The peppers are looking really, really good. They're nice and big. They're doing a lot better than when we had them in pots or when we had them with the tomatoes. Here's another little volunteer flower that I'm not going to pull because it's very cute. So this is where I did some hand weeding. You can kind of see the grass is probably 18 inches tall, but I did try to cut it down around the 3 surviving tomato plants. The other plants are alive. They're just really stunted, and I got the tomato starts from the free spot here in the garden, so I don't really know what conditions they were under. But the 3 that we have, I mean, this one's pretty small, but it is putting off some tomatoes. We've got this one that's really quite large. It's just like coming out of its cage and doing just fine. And the other one is in the back is the same as the one in front, so they're just really putting out a lot of tomatoes. So we're gonna have a lot of those at least. The kale, still doing good, still chugging along. I mean, it survived since spring, or it overwintered and survived since spring. So it's our one little kale. The rhubarb looked a little bad. I pulled off some dead sticks off it. I don't really know if that's okay. I mean, if it's okay that there's dead sticks or if something's going wrong. But I mean, you can see on this big boy that's got some dead spots too, so you know, I think it's fine. You can see the squash. It's got one big blossom, and then the watermelon, which has three little blossoms, and the other watermelon has not blossomed yet. So at some point we are going to trim the watermelon down to just one blossom, I think. That's really all it can support. I'm going to lay down some fertilizer today and water. And yeah, I mean, hopefully nothing too crazy happens. We're probably just, I don't know, maybe we'll just mow this down or something next time we're out here, because this grass is going to get really, really out of control. Yeah, that's the garden this year. It's definitely wild. Next year we're going to till. We did not till this year, so I really think that's where all this trouble grass is coming from. And we did try to mulch. There's some places here the grass isn't quite as tall that we mulch. We mulched around the squash and the watermelon and the rhubarb. And we did mulch around the tomatoes, although really just immediately around them, not very far. So that was where I had to do some cutting. Yeah, that is the garden update for today. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day of your own.